Hey guys, what's up? So we are in our qualifiers 2, day 2 today, and we have TTFU versus infected mouse. I'm Ice Slayer, so yeah, I guess you already know that. So yeah, let's head over to the banning phase right now, and we see Zed coming in from the blue team, and a Syndra coming in from the purple team. So I guess we have already seen TTFU play before, and they're generally banning champs which can like carry the games. And we see a Leona ban coming in from the blue team and a Quinn ban. And as we know, Captain Awesome has been playing a lot of Quinn in this tournament right now, and he's been doing pretty well with his Quinn. So I guess that's why Infected Mouse has banned Quinn. We see a Maokai ban coming in as the third ban from the blue team. So let's see. We have a Lee Sin ban coming in from the purple team. So I guess the blue team has like the normal bans that we see, like nothing, no targeted bans as such. We have a Quinn ban and a Syndra ban. I guess Syndra ban coming in for God Must Be Crazy. He's shown his skills with the Syndra, and I guess he's pretty good with it. So let's see what they're gonna pick right now. So I guess Mahesh is gonna go with the Thresh pick. He insta-locked that. Now let's see what I Am Insane is gonna pick, and Nani. Okay, we have Nani probably going for a Caitlyn pick right now, or a Thresh as we have seen in the earlier game. Graves, as in we have seen in the earlier games. He's been playing Graves, and Graves is actually a really good ADC right now. He does a lot of damage, and I guess he has the most AD damage level 1. He has the most damage. Okay, we see him locking in Caitlyn, and we see a Morgana Caitlyn bot lane against a Thresh right now, and let's see what Agent of Chaos picks. We have Javan coming in from J4 coming in from Corrupt. I'm not sure what Agent of Chaos is gonna go because he's been playing Caitlyn in his earlier games. I think probably he'll be going Jinx. Yeah, that's what I thought. He'll probably play Jinx in this game. He's good with his Jinx. Yeah, he's probably gonna lock in that Jinx. Coming over to the purple team. Let's see what Varian and the High King are gonna pick right now. We have a Nasus insta-lock coming in from Varian and probably a Rek'Sai jungle. Let's see if he can wreck them. We have probably Captain Awesome going in the top lane with a Swain pick. Swain is actually good against that Nasus. I guess he'll be okay. We have, I guess Yorick is also a good pick because I think he should go some champion which is gonna poke that Nasus and not allow him to farm his Q. Like, not allowing a Nasus to farm is the biggest punishment you can give him. So probably okay. We have a lock-in of Ahri coming in from God Must Be Crazy. And I guess the Shyvana is being locked in right now. So Shyvana against Nasus in the top lane. Let's see what Radar Bane goes in for. Okay, Radar Bean probably going a mid lane Rise against that Ari. He'll probably have to insta burst her, or else but he can tank late game, so he'll be a problem late game for them. Like Ari cannot insta burst that Rise. Probably a good choice coming in from Radar Bane. Let's see how it goes well in the game, in the team fights. Yeah, so finally they have picked the Royal Champs. We have a bot lane Jinx Thresh on the blue team and a Caitlyn and Morgana on the purple team. On the top lane we have Shyvana, played by Captain Awesome, and a Nasus by Variayan. Then in the mid lane, we have Ari on the blue team and Rise coming in from the purple team. And the junglers, we have J4 on the blue team and Rek'Sai on the purple team. So while the game starts, let me head over and see what runes they are picking up. So if we see Jinx is gonna go the basic ADC runes, 12% attack speed, magic resist, glyphs. Okay, she has attack speed, glyphs too. She has 9 greater seal, yellow armors. She has red attack damage, which is pretty like the normal ADC runes that we see. Let's see what Nani's going in for the ADC runes. So she's going 15%. Okay, she has magic resist blues and she has seals of health, yellow health seals. So this is a pretty weird ADC. We have a weird ADC rune page I'm seeing right here. So let's see how it's gonna help her in the game. Maybe early game it's gonna help her. She can take a lot of poke from Jinx, but yeah, it's a weird rune page. I haven't seen that kind of rune page before. Heading over to the mid lane, let me see what Ari has picked up in her runes. Okay, Ari is gonna go flat. Okay, she has the normal AP rune page that we see. She has magic penetration and magic resist blues, armor yellows. So that's the basic AP runes that we see that generally AP champions go. Let's see what Rise has been choosing. Rise is going. Rise has like ability power blues, ability power quintessences, and his magic penetration, and he's taken no armor and no magic resist at all. So I guess he's gonna go for that late game tankiness that we see on Rise. Like he's gonna do a lot of damage even level 1, I guess. Let's see what happens in the game. Let's head over to the blue Shyvana. Let's see what Shyvana has picked up in her runes. We see Shyvana taking a top lane AD, like a full AD rune page. She has no attack speed. She has armor and magic resist that we normally see top AD laners go. Let's move over to Nasus's rune page. Nasus has been taking movement speed quintessences and he's got cooldown reduction blues. Okay, this is weird. And we have yellow armors. Okay, he's going a lot of armor penetration, no magic resist at all. So this is going to be a really nice game coming in from Nasus, I guess. I mean, his rune page is pretty weird. So let's see what happens in the game. Let's head over to J4 before the game starts. I'll just hurry up. J4 going in for normal damage, attack speed, more like an ADC rune page, and Rek'Sai is gonna go for he has some cooldown reduction blues as well. So I think it's gonna help them. That
User
cooldown
joined your
reduction
channel.
is gonna help him in the jungle as well. So let's see how it's gonna help them. So moving over to the loading screen. So while we are in the loading screen, I shall talk about the team fight potential of these teams. So if you see, the blue team has J4, Shyvana, and Thresh. So J4 has a good engaging potential. Even Shyvana can possibly have a good engaging potential. Obviously, Thresh also has a good engaging potential. And Jinx and Ari can do the damage for the blue team. So I guess blue team has a good engaging potential and a good disengaging potential too with the Thresh ultimate and the J4 ultimate and J4 going out of it. So like it depends on the play style how they're gonna play the game. On the purple team, if we see, we have Morgana, we have Caitlyn, we have Rek'Sai, we have Nasus, and we have Ryze. So if we see, they don't have that much of an engage potential. It's more like they need to burst the blues, like the ADC down of the blue team. I think the blue team has a greater chance of winning those team fights, but it then again depends on how well they play the game. So we don't have a teleport on the top lane for the blue team, but we do have a teleport for from Nasus. So I guess Nasus is gonna play more of a passive lane because he shouldn't dive against the Shyvana because then it will be bad for Nasus. Like he won't get the stacks, he won't get that damage, he won't get that tankiness that is needed for the game. So I guess Nasus should play passive, let Shyvana push the lane. Nasus getting those Q stacks easily. Rek'Sai should like gank a bit on the top lane, get in the kills. So let's see what happens in the game while we wait for them to connect. So we see a pause coming in as soon as the game has started. So yeah, we have a pause coming in, and we are really like in the Indian scene, we don't see a match starting without a pause. So yeah, let's talk about. Okay, wait. No, awesome ninja. Just let me know whenever the game starts at what time you are, so that we are on the same page. The stream doesn't have any problems. All right. Okay, so you have a pause coming in. Okay, this pause is gonna be like pretty boring because the game hasn't started, obviously. So yeah. So as I was talking about the team fight potential, the blue team has a good team fight potential, and they can like engage in. They should get those skills, and they should like play passive. That's what we've seen generally. The teams that win, like the teams that have an easy win, are the ones that farm the CS. They get their CS. They get those skills. They play safely. They play cleverly. So
User disconnected from
it's
your
good
channel.
that way. So let's wait for some time. Let them come back, and we'll start the game. Yeah, so we are still in the paused game. I think someone has DC'd. I'll just go head over and check who's DC'd or who's having those issues.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
A summoner has reconnected.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
A summoner has reconnected. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Until minions spawn.
My bite is worse than my
Come get a glimpse into the belly. Minions have spawned. spawned.
Over to the over to the bottom lane, we see.
Hey dude, if you switch rooms, you have to grant yourself top power, okay? Or else no one can hear you.
Okay.
From that time you were shoutcasting, but it was not on stream.
Oh, sad.
Okay,
Okay, Lokesh,
continue,
what
continue.
time are you on? Okay, yeah, you with me, you with me. Okay, so on the bot lane we see. Okay, we saw a nice warding in at the level 1. So right now we see on the mid lane nothing much happening. Rice trying to poke with his Qs, getting his Qs on that Ari. Over in the bottom lane we see normal CSing Jinx trying to push in the lane, getting the early levels over the Caitlyn. On the top lane we have Shyvana getting in level 3 before that Narcissus. But Narcissus should probably play safe. It's not good for him to give those kills to her, not get his stacks up. It would be disastrous for him. Over in the bot lane we have Jinx. Even though she's pushing, she's still behind that CS from the Caitlyn. So she needs to like pay some attention over to her CSing and all. Because pushing the lane is probably gonna give her. Okay, we have a hook coming in from Thresh, a late shield. Thresh not using his flay, and Jinx getting her W over to Morgana. So that was a nice hook in by Mahesh, and a pretty late E coming in from Morgana, I should say. And we have another Thresh hook coming in. Mahesh is on fire, I guess, today. Getting through 2 back-to-back hooks on that Caitlyn, but still Agent of Chaos getting that damage, getting that harass from Caitlyn's range, which is not good, not good for the bottom lane right now. They're losing on the CS2. Okay, we haven't had much going on in the bottom lane now. I think they're gonna play safe, not going in for engages, because Caitlyn with the range can. Even though she's getting hooked by Thresh's death
User
sentence,
joined your
but
channel.
it isn't doing much of a difference. Okay, heading over to the mid lane, we see
User
a
left your
gang
channel.
probably coming in by Rek'Sai. And as we see Rek'Sai retreating back because Ari was pretty backed up, and it was good. Ari was backed up, Rek'Sai couldn't gank properly, his presence was enough. And Jinx taking in a lot of damage in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we have Shyvana trying to deal some damage over that Narcissus, and she's pretty successful at that right now. And if we look over at the CS at the moment, we see Shyvana doing a lot of, and we see a gang coming in the bottom lane. Jarvan going over to Caitlyn. Caitlyn going back with the re, but Caitlyn using her heal. J4, that was a nice gank by J4, but Morgana's Black Shield has that ability to stop the CC, the crowd control ability. So that's how Caitlyn was actually successful to get out of that, or else she was pretty much dead. So we have J4 taking his rates at the moment. Ari missing her charms and a Q. Okay, that was a bad play. She had to flash out from that Rek'Sai. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Narcissus doing a pretty decent job. He has 69 stacks right now, and which is okayish. And Jinx might probably go down. Okay, she retreats back at the right time. Okay, as we head over to the CS, we see Shyvana and Nasus doing. They're trading off equally right now. They both have 39. Okay, we have another pause coming in. And this pause coming in from the purple team again. Purple team has already used 17 minutes of 7 minutes of pause time. So they have 3 more minutes to go, and if they use this pause time of 3 minutes, they cannot pause again. So yeah, as we were looking at the CS, we see on the top lane we have Narcissus and Shyvana trading in equally. Okay, we have too many disconnections. We have Corrupt going in from the blue team, and like both the junglers DCing. Okay, something's wrong here. Okay, so yeah, getting back to the CSing scene, if we see the junglers, Rek'Sai doing a good job getting 6 CS ahead of J4, getting in some ganks. We have Caitlyn kind of way ahead of that Jinx by 12 CS, which is actually great. It's great for that Caitlyn. She's gonna get that early BF sword probably. And we have Rise also getting more CS than that Ari. Okay, that's a good thing for a Rise too. So right now, if we see from the CSing and the gold side, we see the red team winning. So, but we still can't say anything. We have seen a lot many matches where we see that even though they are losing on the kills, they are losing on the CS, they somehow get back into the game and they win that game. So we don't know what's gonna happen until the team fights occur. So we see connections and disconnections coming again and again. We'll just have to wait. They have just 1 minute of pause time, 1 minute 20 seconds of pause time remaining. And if this gets over, they have to unpause the game and start over. If the blue teams wants to pause, it's up to them. But the purple team's pause time will get over in about 1 minute. So they should hurry up, I guess. I'll just head over and tell them that they have only 1 minute of pause time remaining. I'll be just right back.
A summoner has
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User requested talk power.
Yeah, so as the game has been restarted, we see on the top lane not much happening again as we had been there already. So yeah, nothing much happening. Let's see what happens. Heading over to the bottom lane. We might see something happening over in the bottom lane. Let's head over to the bottom lane. Okay, Jinx has backed off. Caitlyn is also gonna back off, and okay, Nani is gonna back off too, so nothing much. Heading over to the mid lane, we see that charm coming in from Ari. We see Ignite being used by Ari. We see Ignite being used by Rise. Rise trying to burst it down, but still not successful enough. He still doesn't have the damage because he just has a steer, and he doesn't have the damage right now to burst down Ari, but he can probably do that late game. He'll be tanky enough to even sustain the damage being dealt by Ari. Heading over to the jungle right now, we see Rek'Sai taking him in his wolves. He has put his tunnels all over the map. Also, he's put a tunnel on the blue side, like where the blue buff is. He's put his tunnel over there. He's put his tunnel near the dragons. He's put his tunnel right now near the wolves. So he's got pretty much access to almost a large area of the map, I can say. Over in the bot lane, Shyvana backing off. Nasus is gonna have a bit of a good time stacking up his Qs by the time Shyvana comes back. Over in the bot lane, we see nothing much happening. Boring bot lane. They should do something interesting right now. So, by the CSing, if you see, Jinx is trying to catch up on that CS. Not very successful though. She is missing her last hits, which is not good as well. She is missing her Ws, not good. Over in the jungle, we see Rek'Sai trying to take the blue buff of the blue team, and he's probably gonna be successful in that because no one has vision of that blue buff on the blue team. And Rek'Sai easily taking that blue buff and going away. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we see Ryze probably taking down that Ahri, and the first blood coming in for the purple team. Ryze doing a lot of damage. Maybe Ahri did not expect that damage coming in from the Ryze. So we have the first blood going in for the purple team. They already have a lot of CS lead, and blue team needs to buck up a little bit. They need to get some kills because they're lacking behind in CS2. Meanwhile, Shyvana trying to deal some damage, trying to harass that Nasus, not letting him farm his Q. We have Nasus on 147 stacks already, which is a good thing, very very good thing. Like, it's a decent Nasus, you can say, not a really bad Nasus. We have Rek'Sai coming in for the gank, but misses his knock up. Like, he couldn't get his knock up over to the Thresh, even though he's used his tunnels. So we have J4 in the bot lane now. If they try to get in for a gank, we see a flash engage coming in by the Thresh. We see Morgana using a spell shield and ignoring the snare of Jinx. We have an ultimate coming in by Jinx, which was missed. We see Thresh going down. We see J4 going down. This is bad. Rek'Sai came in at the right time. That was a really good gank by Rek'Sai. A really good counter gank, I should say. Jinx taking in a lot of damage. That was actually a good play by the red team. Like, Morgana spell shield herself at the right moment, which saved her. We see purple team taking a very very easy dragon, so the first dragon goes to the red team. Over to the top lane, we see Nasus taking a lot of damage from the Shyvana, and Shyvana is gonna get pretty tanky too, so Nasus should play like really passively right now. He's taking a lot of damage from that Shyvana and he could probably go down right now. But Nasus is gonna... Okay, we have Shyvana chasing the Nasus until the second turret, but she's now gonna back off. Over in the mid lane, Ahri taking in a lot of damage from that Ryze. Ryze just spamming his Qs. He's gonna take down that Ahri probably again, and he gets it easily. J4 comes in. I'm not pretty sure he can get that. He has a 3-level difference. That Ryze is 3 levels ahead of that J4, so he's not gonna deal that much damage to the Ryze. We see Rek'Sai ulting on the bottom lane right now, and we have another pause coming in at a really interesting moment in the game right now, because Thresh is probably gonna go down. Like, if Caitlyn follows up that Rek'Sai, because no one is near him right now. J4 can probably come from the middle lane and help him out, but Jinx can't catch up that much. I'm pretty sure. So we have a almost 2.8k gold lead, and this is a pause coming in by the blue team. So blue team has a lot of pause time in their hands right now, so not to worry. So I am not pretty sure what's gonna happen, because Shyvana is getting ahead on the CS lead. We see Shyvana getting a Cutlass, And let's see what she can do. She's gonna go for that BOTRK, standard BOTRK that people go on Shyvana. We see Rek'Sai upgrading his jungle item. J4 has still not upgraded his jungle item because J4 is pretty much behind on his level 2. He's on level 6 and he's the lowest on the level right now, I should say. And we see Caitlyn being 20 CS ahead of the Jinx. And Jinx dying once. Caitlyn has a BS sword. We have a resume coming in right now. Yeah, Caitlyn has a BS sword and a pickaxe, so she's gonna deal some damage, but she has no life steal. She just has that life steal from her Doran's blade. That's it. And I guess that's actually enough. You don't need much more when you're winning your lane. We see a flash knockup coming in from Rek'Sai on the bottom lane, and Thresh is gonna go down as we already talked about. That was a nice catching off the grid by the purple team of the Thresh. We see Rek'Sai coming in, the jungler trying to ward up the blue team's jungle, trying to get as much vision as they can. Captain Awesome getting a lot of damage from the Qs of Nasus, but in return he's also dealing a lot of damage. So I guess it's gonna be a boring matchup on the bot lane, I should say, not really interesting. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we see a snare coming in by. Okay, we see probably are gonna see Jinx going down because she was all alone and there were 3 members of the purple team. It was an easy kill for the purple team. Meanwhile, Thresh trying to hook. I guess the purple team can easily get that bottom turret at the moment. And over to the mid lane, we see Ryze actually dominating the Ahri. He's also leading in the CS. He's also getting those kills. So it's gonna be a tough time for the blue team if they don't buck up right now. They need to. Okay, we see Ahri probably going down again, but Ahri lands a charm on time, and Ryze is not gonna tower dive, take the risk of tower diving. He's gonna play a bit safe, not go get very greedy for the kills. We see equal trading being done on the top lane. Shyvana and Nasus equally dealing damage. So a boring lane altogether. We see Thresh taking down Vision Watch, and finally he got that Ahri again. And Ryze is probably gonna go down right now because he has no escape. He did not have his flash up. So Ryze finally gets shut down by J4. But is that enough? The blue team actually got their first kill on the Ryze right now. They're the first kill of the game. So they need to buck up. They need to get engaged in those team fights, deal those damages to the squishy members of the purple team. They need to do something, or else this is gonna be a bad game for them. Heading over to the bottom lane, if we see Jinx is probably gonna, yeah, she took the lantern and she is safely out of that, or else she could probably would have been in trouble again. So nothing much happening. Caitlyn way ahead in the CS as usual. She's got her Infinity Edge, and Jinx still she is still trying to get some items completed. So Jinx should get the CS. She should use those golems. She should get those golems for extra CS because she's not able to farm properly in the lane. And probably Rek'Sai knows that Ryze is there, but we see Shyvana coming in. Shyvana using her ignite. Ryze snaring the Shyvana. Shyvana ulting over the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai using his tunnels and getting out. Ryze gets the charm. Is Ryze probably not gonna able to sustain that damage? And that was a bad engage because I guess Rek'Sai didn't notice that Shyvana is gonna come from the top lane and no missing was being called from the top laner. So that was a bad play from the purple team, we can say. They shouldn't have overextended that much without the vision. So heading over to the bottom lane again, I guess the red team is arranging themselves for a dragon which is going to be up in the next 50 seconds. And they are pinging for the wards, I guess. Okay, they are arranging themselves for a gang. They probably are thinking that the blue team, Jinx and Thresh, are gonna push the lane and they can surprise gank them and say surprise. Okay, but I think Morgana coming in from behind, she uses a spell shield, ignores all the... Okay, we see Jinx getting out safely from there. Okay, she ignores all that CC coming in from Jinx and Thresh using a spell shield. We have J4 on the bottom lane. We have Ryze warding up the area. They're gonna go for the dragon in the next 10 seconds. It's gonna be an easy dragon for them probably because J4 has backed up. It's gonna take him some time to come back. They don't have a smite if J4 is not there in the team fight. And I guess this is gonna be another uncontested dragon for the purple team. So now, right now they should be more interested towards pushing the lanes because they have that passive of the dragon. Okay, Thresh flashes over. We see 2 flashes coming in from the purple team. They just want that Thresh dying. They're so desperate for that kill that both of them flashed. We see Morgana ulting. We see J4 ulting in. But Jinx getting that kill. J4 still going down from that Ryze burst. So J4 is pretty squishy at the moment because he doesn't have much items except for his jungle items and boots of mobility. So he's not that tanky at the moment. Probably we're gonna see Morgana going down. But we have the snare. We probably can see... Okay, Nani flashed over that wall and safely escaping from Shyvana and Ari. But that was... I should say that was a really desperate play from the red team, trying to flash in and get the Thresh. Like, they just wanted the Thresh to die. I don't know why. They're too desperate for that kill. But they lost Morgana in that and Rek'Sai in that. So that is kind of an equal trading, I should say, 2 for 2. So over to the bot lane, Nasus has been free farming for a while. And he's got his stacks up to about... okay, let me see how much stacks he's got right now. Okay, Nasus has 345 stacks at 20 minutes, which is a good thing, a very, very good thing, I should say. So he's gonna be a bit of a trouble late game because he's got his frozen heart right now. So he's a threat to the ADCs, he's a threat to Shyvana too. So let's see what happens in the team fights. I am just waiting for the team fights to happen. Well, all the 5 players of both the teams are together. We see Ari probably going down. Okay, no, Ari lives that. Caitlyn did not do as much damage as she expected it to do. So Ari safely going in. Ari's gonna live. But we're gonna see the middle turret going down. An easy middle turret for the purple team. I guess if they stay for a longer time, even though Shyvana is fed, like she's tanky enough, she's not fed, she's tanky enough. Okay, we see Rek'Sai and Morgana over there. This could be troublesome for the blue team. But no, they're backing away from that. But J4 is wanna go in. He flashes all that Caitlyn. Caitlyn ease out of that. Rek'Sai going down. Shyvana dealing a lot of damage. And we see 3 members of the purple team going down. Exhaust and Flash coming in. EQ combo. Nice EQ combo coming in from J4. And we see a kind of a comeback coming in from the blue team. Just as I said. So even though you're gonna lose in the CS, in the kills, there can be comebacks in the team. So the team fight is pretty strong for the blue team, just as I said. So the team fights are gonna be fun to watch in this game. And Rek'Sai ulting in on the bottom lane right now. He's wanting to save that bottom turret. And he can probably take down that Jinx easily. He got that Jinx very, very easily. He's pretty tanky enough right now. And we have Nasus teleporting on the bot lane, in the middle lane. Ari backing off from there. She's not wanting to see that Nasus with already 350 stacks on his Q. Sorry, 417 stacks on his Q, my bad. So Nasus is gonna be scary. Let's wait and watch him get into the team fights and see how much damage he's gonna deal. It's all about the team fight now in the game, because even we saw blue team has the potential to get those kills. It's not just the red team, so anything can happen in the game at the moment. So yeah, we see Skittle being used, finally being used by the purple team, and Rek'Sai gonna take his red buff. Nasser is gonna push his top lane. Pinging coming in from the purple team because they have the watch setup over there near the blue buff. They saw J4, they saw Shyvana, they saw Thresh. So they have a vision of kind of everyone in their team. In the blue team right now, the purple team has a lot of vision. They have a pink ward near the Baron buff. They have a pink ward near the dragon. So it's good. They have warded the necessary positions, that generally the common positions that you need to ward. And we have a ward in the blue buff, and we might see J4 being caught, or he's not gonna stay. But Rek'Sai is like pretty keen on getting that kill on J4, but he's gonna back off right now because none of the purple team members are there to follow him up. They are gonna call for a dragon because we have a dragon coming up in the next 15 seconds. And as we see, the blue team this time is they should try and contest the dragon. They need a dragon right now. They need a buff to get back into that game. So let's see what happens. The dragon is up, and the red team is there. No wards by the the blue team. They finally put in a ward. Are we gonna see Shyvana coming in? J4 getting the knockup. J4 smites earlier. J4 smited in very, very early, which was bad. So the red team gets the dragon. Nasus is pretty tanky right now. He's in the middle of the team fight, but none of the red team. They finally come in. Caitlyn dealing a lot of damage. Caitlyn is gonna go down. But Rek'Sai coming in at the right time, taking those double kills. A failed flash by Thresh. Shyvana trying to run away. But Rek'Sai just used this tunnel in the wrong direction. Shyvana. Okay, Rek'Sai is pretty keen on getting that kill on Shyvana because she's just one. Okay, she's dead. She's dead. That nice chase from Rek'Sai. He gets that movement speed buff when he uses. I don't know what skill is that. When he goes down underground, he has a movement speed buff, I guess. So yeah, that was a good team fight coming in from the red team. It was a 3 for a 5 team fight. They got 5 kills and they just lost 3 people, and they even got the dragon. So that was pretty. And we see Thresh going down again, getting caught out while warding. I should say Thresh should not go alone and ward right now because he's pretty much back. And the red team are winning. That Rek'Sai is 9-2. So the Thresh should not go in alone and ward the jungle, even if it's his jungle at the moment. And we said the red taken in by Jinx, and blue buff being probably taken by Nasus. I guess Nasus wants it. Nasus wants that. He wants his Qs. He wants to stack more of his Qs. He's not enough with 498. He wants more. And we see a pause coming in, and so many pauses this game. We have already used 12 minutes of overall pause time, and another pause coming in by the blue team. And the blue team has not used much of their pause time. They have probably used just 3 minutes of their pause time. After 15 seconds, it will be 3 minutes of their pause time. So yeah, heading over to the CSing right now. We should just check over to the CSing, how the CSing is going on. We see Shyvana and Nasus doing kind of an equal job, but Nasser's stacking his Qs, which is going to be troublesome. Like he's already on 498 stacks at the moment, and he's gonna get that skittle, I guess, and he's gonna get to 500 plus, which is not good for the blue team. And Rek'Sai also getting a lot of kills, and I guess the CS right now doesn't matter. He's still ahead of the J4, but he has a lot of participation in those ganks, and he's been doing a great job getting those kills at the right moment. He's helping out the team, and Nasa's being tanky enough, but I think that team fight would have won by the blue team if they had played that cleverly, and it was a misplay by the blue team, I should say. They still have a chance to win. They probably still have a chance of winning the game. And Caitlyn still being 20 CS ahead, Jinx trying to cope up, not losing much behind, and Rise still being 20 CS ahead. So over and all, red team are like just 6k ahead in the gold, which is not that bad. The blue team still has the chance of getting back into the game, and they probably should. They should give them a fight at least. That's what the League of Legends scene. We need that in the League of Legends scene. Even though you are losing, even though you have fed the team or whatever, you should just give that comeback. You should. The other team should feel that. Yeah, they had a nice game. It was not just an easy game. They had to use the skills to win the game. That's what the other team should feel like. So the red team is pinging near to get Shyvana, who's probably caught out, but Rek'Sai is all alone there. Rise getting caught out by the blue team. He can probably go down at the moment. A chilling smite. Ari missing her Q and her charm. Nani going in, getting in by the Thresh play. We see Morgana going in, and we probably see the Rise going in too. So just as I said, that was a really nice play by the blue team, because Shyvana getting caught, and everyone on the red team was more focused on getting that Shyvana. They just forgot that there are other team members on their team too. And meanwhile, Rise got caught out. The blue team got an easy kill, even though Morgana came in, but Nani couldn't do anything. She got played in by the Thresh play, because Morgana black shield herself, so she couldn't shield Nani. So that was a misplay by the red team this time. So it's a good advantage for the blue team. They're gonna get the red buff of the red team, and they have shortened the gold lead by 3k only. They were 6k behind the gold lead, and now they're just 3k. So that's a good comeback for the blue team. Let's see what happens. The red team are heading over to the bot lane. The ADC and the support, they want to push the bottom lane. They want to split push, I guess. Rek'Sai near the jungle. Meanwhile, Thresh trying to go to the bottom lane for a gank. Jinx and Thresh gonna be there. Morgana, meanwhile, Rek'Sai engages but gets hooked and flayed away by Thresh. So that was a nice disengage coming in by Thresh, but all the 5 members of the red team are there on the bottom lane. And we see all the 5 members of blue team coming in too. But we see Narcissus going over to the middle lane. He wants to push that middle lane. J4 ulting in, no one getting caught in the lane. In his ultimate, the red team gets the middle turret. Narcissus is gonna go to that Shyvana, and he's gonna kill that Shyvana. Okay, he's not gonna be able to kill that Shyvana because of the turret. But he's pretty much stacked his Qs at 549 at the moment. So he's doing pretty great. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, no one dying. It was a good retreat by the red team. They actually shouldn't have engaged there, because there are 4 members of the blue team, and we see a disconnect coming in from the red team, but no one pausing the game. I'm not really sure why they are not pausing the game. They still have 1 minute of pause time remaining.
A summoner has
Okay, but she reconnected. I guess some problems with the internet. And nothing much happening in the game at the moment. Jinx trying to get that CS ahead of Caitlyn. We see Rek'Sai DCing again, and no pause coming in from the red team. This is not good right now for the red teams. The DCing.
A summoner has reconnected.
Something's wrong with the internet connection, I guess, where they're playing from. Because they've been having a lot of disconnections and client crashes today, which is not good. And the red team going for the dragon. They're gonna start the dragon, the jungler being there, the jungler from the blue team being there. They're gonna contest the dragon. Let's see, are they gonna leave the dragon or are they gonna go for the dragon? Let's see. Blue team finally smites the dragon on time. Morgana gonna go down. Rek'Sai aiming the ADC. Rek'Sai is gonna zone out that ADC. ADC kiting really good. She's at the perfect moment. Thresh getting that hook over Caitlyn, but Caitlyn trying to kite, but she's not able to dodge the damage of Shyvana. She's got that AoE damage, and Caitlyn dies. Shyvana tries to flash away. Nasus has a little bit greater movement speed at the moment. They're gonna stay there. Ari was not there in that team fight, so it's, you can't say it was a good team fight by both the teams. And Ari not being there, so we cannot actually say but that who's gonna win. So yeah, the blue team is trying to get back into the game, which is good. Vari Ayan DCing again. Okay, he's having lag issues, so he's gonna reconnect back as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Ari getting her CS back. She's still 20 CS behind that rise. And Jinx being almost just like a few CS, 6 CS behind Caitlyn. And if we see a lot of disconnections coming in today, and okay, let's head. We see a pause coming in, and pause coming in by the blue team.
A summoner has disconnected.
And I think they're having server lag, I guess. Okay, we have DCing coming in from J42. He's DC'd. We still have a lot of pause time remaining. This is gonna be a game of pauses today. Okay, let's head over to the items and see what items they're going. Okay, so the Shyvana has a BOTRK, a Sunfire Cape, and a Thorn Mail. So that Thorn Mail, it's a good choice looking at the amount of damage. Rek'Sai does 80 damage. Caitlyn does 80 damage. So I'm not pretty sure how that Thorn Mail is gonna help, but I guess it's gonna help. It's gonna let her be tanky enough. She's already stacks that armor, so it's gonna be good for her. She's gonna be able to deal that damage too. We're gonna see a resume coming in from the blue team. Okay, so Nasus getting in his Frozen Heart and a Spirit Visage, a standard Nasus build. He's probably gonna go for a Iceborne Gauntlet or a Trinity Force. Let's see what he goes for. Meanwhile, the junglers, we have a Locket of Iron Solari coming in from J4. And this jungle item, Boots of Mobility, that's it. We have Randuin's Omen and Trinity Force, and this jungler item and Boots of Mobility coming in from Rek'Sai. We have Thresh getting his support item, Sight Ward, the basic Thresh build, I should say. We have Morgana getting the Frost Queen claim, and she's got a Mikhail. She's probably got a Mikhail for the Thresh hooks, I guess. The Thresh hooks to save Caitlyn from the Thresh hook, so that's a good choice. Probably it could change the situation of the team fights. So it's a good choice. Let's see how that helps. We see Vari Ayan DCing again, which is not good for the red team. It's gonna go. The game is going towards the blue team side, if you see right now, with the DCs coming in from the red team. Let's hope the red team can do something to get back into the game now, I should say. In the early game, we were talking about the blue team getting back into the game, but I guess Morgana getting caught out and she gets deleted. So the red team needs to do something with so many DCs coming in. This is not good for the red team. Looking at right now, the blue team is gonna get the red buff of the purple team. Nas is going in right there all alone, so I guess that's not a good idea for him. Rek'Sai being there, okay, all the 4 members of the purple team are there, but Morgana not being there, they should not engage for a team fight right now. I guess they're probably wanting to go for a Baron or not. No, not for a Baron. Meanwhile, Nas is going on the bot lane. I guess he's wanting to split push and get the bottom turret, I guess. Because all the members of the blue team are on the middle lane or going towards the top lane. We see Morgana coming in. We see teleport coming in right into the middle of the blue team, but blue team's retreats back. They flash ult by coming in by Thresh. Thresh going down. We see Rek'Sai going down. We see a nice Zonia coming in from Ahri. And Wari Ayan dealing a lot of damage, tanking all the damage. Wari Ayan, the Nasus, is doing a hell lot of damage. And Shyvana taking down that Rise. Meanwhile, Nasus is gonna... He is still not dealing that much of damage to that Shyvana, but the Wither is going to be troublesome over that Shyvana, and that's an ace coming in for the purple team. Purple team gets that ace. They should push the middle lane, get the tower, and it's probably... I don't think I should say a GG, but it's probably going on the wrong direction for the blue team. They lost that team fight because Nasus is pretty tanky right now. And Thresh getting that nice hook coming in. He exhausts and he probably can't get that kill because... Okay, he's pretty willing. Okay, he retreats back. He's not being greedy enough to chase that Caitlyn because she has a lot of lifesteal right now. She has a bloodthirster, so she can probably kite him off and live and still get that kill on the Thresh. And we see a lot of laughter coming in from Morgana. Okay, we see a nice snare coming in from Morgana while they are arranging them. The blue team are arranging themselves for the dragon. 13 seconds to the dragon. Meanwhile, J4 ults that Morgana and Morgana flashes out of it. We see Rek'Sai ulting over to the blue buff. The blue team are retreating and the dragon is up. Let's see who gets the dragon. We see the red team initiating the dragon. They started the dragon, they took down the ward. So we see the dragon being taken and it's an easy dragon and the 4th dragon for the purple team. So this is not good for the red team. They just have 1 dragon. Meanwhile, the red team has 4 dragons. They are probably going towards the Baron. The jungler calls in for a Baron. So yeah, this is gonna be an easy Baron if the blue team does not come in. We see the blue team coming over and the purple team retreating because they have Nasus on the top lane. Nasus gets the turret. Meanwhile, Shyvana is probably thinking to get the kill on Nasus, but Nasus is way ahead and getting out of there easily. They get the blue buff. Blue buff going over to Jinx. And Nasus easily farming in the jungle. Ahri doing not so much damage to the Nasus, and which is not good. So right now if you see, the red team is kind of dominating in the game. As we see, they have the wards all over the jungle of the blue team. So pretty much okay, they are going for the Baron, I guess. They see the blue team trying to defend for the middle lane, but they have initiated the Baron. They have no wards whatsoever. Okay, they now have a ward, I guess. And no wards. Baron not being taken. Shyvana goes in towards that Caitlyn. She wants that Caitlyn to be away from the team fight. We see Nasus doing a lot of damage. And we see Ari trying to stay away from the team fight, poking as much as she can. But we see Shyvana doing a great job making sure that Caitlyn is not in the team fight, and Shyvana still living and still escaping from there. That was a clever move by the Shyvana of making sure that Caitlyn is not there in the team fight, so she does not do the free damage. She does not get the carries of the other team of their own team. Meanwhile, on the top lane, both the tanks. It's a pretty matchup when they both are fighting. It's very boring to see Shyvana and Nasus fighting. So right now we have disconnections again. So it's a good match right now. Both are pretty much equal, even though the red team are ahead on the kills and the CS and the gold. But blue team trying their best to still be in the game and show the red team that they can win this game. So right now we see Jinx DCing. So I guess the blue team should probably back off, because without the ADC, okay, we have a pause coming in from the blue team. So it's gonna be a pause up till the time their ADC comes back, and they have like 5 minutes to go right now. 5 minutes of pause time remaining for them, so which is good. More than 5 minutes, more than 5.5 minutes of pause time remaining for them, so not an issue. Nasus having a good KDA right now. He's 1-0-11, so he's doing his job perfectly. And we have Shyvana doing also a good job. She's 7-9. We have Rek'Sai at 952. He's not got a single kill after being 9-2. He's being DCing a lot, so probably he has some lag issues or something. But I guess Nasus not dying once, Nasus being so tanky, he can probably carry off this game. But we have Shyvana doing a great job making sure that their ADC doesn't deal the damage. So yeah, it can be anything can happen in this game at the moment. Any of those teams can win. I cannot really say which team is going to win right now. So we see a lot of CS lead. Caitlyn is almost 40 CS, 35 CS ahead of Jinx. And the game has been resumed. We see Ari and J4 getting that easy kill on Morgana. Morgana is making a few mistakes, a few silly mistakes I should say, being all alone, being caught out by J4 ults a lot of time we've seen in the game. So which is not good, because support is one person who saves their ADC, who makes those plays, who gets those CC, and supports can make those game-changing plays, as we see. The Thresh making so many game-changing plays. So we see Nasus and Rek'Sai being here, like the 4 members of the purple team, Morgana being dead. We have Shyvana probably engaging, J4 flashing in, but we see they have a turret, the red team have a turret, and we see Nasus probably going in, ulting in, and that was a big mistake by Nasus going in all alone. And we see Rek'Sai probably going down, that charm coming in, that nice. Okay, but we see Rise doing a lot of damage and Nasus tanking that, and that Mikhail's finally being used by Morgana on Nasus. And the Rise is doing a hell lot of damage right now, and Nasus is gonna get that easy top turret because no one is gonna contest it. Meanwhile, Rise and Caitlyn and Morgana are gonna push the middle lane. So as I said, even though they DC'd and all, the red team are getting back into the game. We see 717 stacks coming in from that Nasus, and that's a hell of a great amount of stacks, and he's doing a lot of damage. So I guess this is probably a GG coming in for the red team. I guess the blue team can't do much. We see Rek'Sai ulting, but he can't get on time. We see an easy Nexus going down. Blue team tried their best to get back into the game. They really tried their good. It's not a bad game. It was actually a good game, an interesting game. But blue team, that probably Nasus carrying that game. So yeah, that was a good game for today. We'll just stay tuned and we'll be back in some time for the next game.